Hello lads and lasses and welcome back to the channel. Today we have some little bit of different news, some news on some potential outgoings, one confirmed outgoing. I've got some opinions, just small opinions, on the Lewis Hall introduction video thing, and then we have some club news, just a small snippet of a bit. Now I've been away for a couple of days and Twitter kicked off. Bruno replying to a comment from NUFC 360 about if we should be holding players accountable for a 1-0 loss against City. Bit mental. Each to their own, I guess. Whatever. Not really going to talk about it. I don't think there's a need. It was stupid. I don't know why 360 did that. And then there's been some stuff with this guy called Baz, who I've never heard of before, apparently talking to himself from a different Twitter account. So that's an interesting one. And something, if you want to, I can't bring a video out on. It's just very weird. This all happened the time I'm away, spending time in a little night away. So I've taken the time off. Never again. I'll never ever do that again, shall I? Anyways, we'll get into this video now. Before we do, as I say before every single video, if you're new around here, if you find yourself here quite often, head down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn those notifications on. We will get into this video now. So we'll start with some outgoings. Fraser, I'm sure you've seen, possibly on his way out. Different shooter now. He might be going out on loan to Empowley. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's been a long day. I've been playing in an adult park at Annet Castle, so I've been having lots of fun today, going down slides and that. Anyway, Fraser, Empowley loan it looks like, but it is looking like they are wanting us to pay 50% of the wage, which isn't ideal. I don't want to be paying 50% of Fraser's wage, but it could help them out of the club entirely, so we get a little bit of money back in wages. The rest, I guess, is just wasted for another season, but that's fine. Step closer to getting him out. He'll want the game time. I think he should get the game time. I don't think he's not an awful player. He's not where we want to be right now, and obviously he's had that spat with Eddie Howe for some reason, so as long as he's getting his game time and the player's happy, I'm not too bothered. So from the Italian League to the Championship now. Millwall, Middlesbrough and West Brom are all interested in Isaac Hayden. This time on a transfer, so no loan deal looking like it's going to go through for him. He will be out of the club, hopefully, to one of those three teams. Good. I don't mind Isaac Hayden. I wouldn't have minded keeping him for this season. We've already got that stacked midfield. If one of those players go down, though, I'm sure he could have done a job in the middle there for us if he really had to. I'm sure he's not up to the standard we want him to be, but it's another body that we could use. I'm fine with getting him out. I would be fine with keeping him in for this season. But yeah, Isaac Hayden on the move to a Championship club. And to finish off with outgoing, this is a confirmed outgoing. Turner-Cooke of the academy setup. We've seen him a little bit in pre-season. Quite impressed with him. I think he is looking like he's going to be a very decent player. He's going to St Johnstone on loan. He's going to be one to watch while he's there. And I will have a loan watch roundup, probably the first of every month. Just to kind of see how those players are doing. He is going to St Johnstone, so it's Scottish League. The last time we sent a player to the Scottish League didn't work out too well, but hopefully this one will work out a little bit better. He'll get some first team football under his wing, and then he can come back to the team, maybe add something else to the midfield or the wing. I know he plays a bit of both. Be interesting to see where he mainly lines up for St Johnstone. The manager's already spoke highly about him, so that could be a good indication of he's going to get some game time, which is what we really want. We want to develop these players into players that we are either going to play for the future or we can sell them for a penny, because that is kind of what we have to do now. We're not going to be able to use every player in the academy. We are going to have to sell some. We may as well sell them for big money rather than the little money we would have got under Mike Ashley. Don't get me wrong, I want to keep Turner-Cooke. I'm just saying, just in case we don't end up keeping him, hopefully this can propel him so he can play at the highest level he can. Because that is what, in the end, we want to see from academy players. So, the Lewis Hall intro video where he's getting shown around the training ground and then the stadium and stuff. Just wanted to speak a little bit on that. He seems like quite a quiet lad. He seems quite chill. Seems pretty humble. He's looking like he's gonna fit in well, especially with all the English players where we've got in the squad now. We're becoming Burnley with how much English players we have right now. But he looks like he's going to be a decent little player as well. Excited to see him start. I don't think he'll play on Sunday. Well, I don't think he'll start on Sunday. Whether he'll play is a different question. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, I don't think he'll start. I think it'll be either a cup game or in the league when we have that congested fixture where we've got a league game and then a cup game shortly after, and then shortly after we've got the league again. Because that is going to happen this season. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to play him yet, but I think we'll save him for that. Also, I've seen there was a dartboard in the room next to the meeting room. I want to know who's going to break that TV first with a dart. I know for a fact it'll happen. I want to know who it's going to be first. I reckon it'll be someone like Matt Target. That would be my guess. What's your guess? Let me know down in the comments. A bit of fan interaction. Before we get into the final bit of Newcastle news, I am going to start running a weekly poll, possibly. That'll go out on the Monday. I'll try and get it out on the Tuesday. Obviously, I was away this Tuesday, so I'm going to do it in a Tuesday video. But I'll try and talk about the poll in a Tuesday video. This week's poll was just after Lewis Hall got announced. It was asking if, with that loan incoming, what position and who do you think would come in on possibly another loan. I gave the options of a right centre back and a right winger because they, in my mind, are what's most likely. Got a couple answers. One person saying that, well, a couple comments, responses. That's the one. One person saying that they think we're done till January, which I wouldn't be surprised if we were. I don't know if we'll spend anything in January. I mean, we have just signed a new deal with someone. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm not sure if we'll sign anyone else in January. I can see it happening, possibly a right-sided centre-back, which is what I would like to sign. Still, another person saying a centre forward, but Eddie Howe has already said that he is going into this season definitely with just two strikers, and I don't mind that too much. I think we can grab from the academy. We've got Gordon who can play there as well, so if we really have to, we just shift players across. We can work it out. I don't think striker is an important position for us to look at right now. And then finally, someone commented a right winger that can play as a second striker, similar to what Diaby started to do at Villa, but also someone who can just fill out at striker like Anthony Gordon can when injuries come about, because they're obviously going to happen at some point. It's inevitable. It happens all the time. And then he also said that we need another right-sided centre-back when Shaw, as when Shaw went down in the first 20s against City. Every fan had their throats were in their mouth, their hearts were in their mouth, because we would have had to play Lascelles against Haaland. I don't think that would have worked out quite as nicely as Shaw and Botman ended up working out. So yes, the poll ended in a result of 53.8% for right-sided centre-back, 46.2% for right winger. So that is the poll for this week. I'll have another poll out on Monday. This is a thing I'm going to start doing now. So if you want to be involved in those polls, head down below, check out the Twitter, because that's where the polls are going to be held. Lovely stuff. Let's get into this next bit of news. So we are redoing the dugouts. We've taken them out. I believe they're going to be done for Sunday's game against Liverpool. I'd hope so. Otherwise, Jurgen Klopp's going to be complaining that he's had to sit on a deck chair or something for the entire 90 minutes. We've had to redo them to because of Champions League. That's pretty much it. So the Champions League need to have certain seats. They need something like desks on a seat or something silly like that. So we've had to take our ones out. We've had to put new ones in ready for the Champions League season. But yeah, not far from starting. I mean, the draw is in 8 days. So we'll find out who our group opponents are going to be. I think it's on a Thursday, isn't it? The 31st is on a Thursday. So I won't be able to do a watch along on Twitch. I will instead, if you want to find out my thoughts as it happens, go to Twitter. I'll put my thoughts there. And apart from that, I will then do a video on the Friday about it. But yes, redoing the dugout, it'll be nice to see what they look like, end up looking like. I haven't been able to get over to do a walk around Leazer's Park, which is I usually go by the stadium, see if there's anything happening that I can see. There's usually not. But I haven't been able to do that this week, so I didn't even get to see if they had just the seats chilling somewhere. Anyways, next bit of news, the final bit of news is we now have a partnership with sportsbet.io. Lovely. Another betting company partnership. I would be a bit angry about this because obviously it's sports betting. It's not something you particularly want to be promoting a lot of. But it's an influx of money. And we can't argue with an influx of money. I would like the money to enter the bank balance so we can make payments for players and staff and whatever we need to buy. So I'm not overly angry. I understand the need to. I don't think sports betting partnerships are going to go away anytime soon. I know they've stopped from next season. They've stopped betting partnerships for front of shirt, which is great, fantastic. Not the main sponsor of a football team. Brilliant stuff in the Premier League. Sports betting. Everyone has their different opinions. I don't mind putting a bet on, but also causes a lot of addiction and whatnot. Sticky situation, but money's money. And I mean, when the Saudis took over, we all said money's money, didn't we? So can't start having moral compasses now. No need. So that's that. I don't know what that tangent was about. I need to start recording during the day when I'm not so tired. Anyways, that is the end of that one then. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget, go down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn those notifications on so you know when I upload in the future days. I mean, today's, well, I'm recording this on a Wednesday, but it'll be a Thursday, so you'll have a video out on the Friday, don't know what about, and then you'll have the preview on the Saturday, and then you'll have the vlog either up on the Sunday or it'll be up on the Monday, one of those two. So yes, apart from that, I guess I'll just see you in the next one. In a bit, pal.